back to the Inside the Block podcast, where we interview a different business owner in the warehouse block each and every episode. And today I'm so excited because I am at Wildfire Yoga with Kelli Gabat, the owner. How are you?
I'm good.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Welcome to my second home.
Yeah. I mean, I would venture to say you might have one of the largest properties in the warehouse block. This is a sprawling complex. So tell us about you.
Yeah.
Who are you? Where'd you come from? How did you open Wildfire Yoga?
Oh gosh. Okay, that's a lot where I came from. So I'm originally from Ohio.
Cool. Where?
Mansfield, Ohio, in between Cleveland and Columbus. I always have to say that because people are like, where is that? Yeah. So Shawshank.
Okay.
That's our prison.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Shawshank Redemption?
Yes.
Fun.
Yes.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, that's what we're known for.
Yeah,
so that's how amazing that place is.
Great movie. Yeah.
My family still lives there. So, cool. So that's where I'm from, Ohio. So Kentucky is much more welcoming than
What
Ohio.
brought you to Lexington?
Nothing against Ohio, but
right.
What'd you say?
Why'd you come to Lexington?
I came to Lexington through my corporate job, training there, and then I met my husband here.
Cool. Is he originally from here? And
he's lived here for a long time.
Has he?
Yeah.
Cool. And so were you always into yoga?
No,
I
wasn't always into yoga.
Yeah, okay.
No, I started in my late 20s. I was just going through some depression and anxiety, and I was like, I need to do something else because my corporate job was a lot, and I had a 3-year-old at home. Mm-hmm. And so I got into actually Bikram yoga, hot yoga.
Yeah, which is wildly controversial, right?
It became very, well, yes, it is. Yes. Yeah. I think the place that I went to had to pivot because it's all they taught.
Yeah. And so for our viewers and listeners that might not know about the background of Bikram, can we talk about that for a second? Because I think I saw the documentary.
You did.
And I thought it was a really fascinating story. Could you give us a little bit of a background on that? If you don't mind.
Yeah, I did not meet him.
Bikram?
Yeah.
Is that his first name or last name?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah.
Yeah.
The guru, right?
The guru, right? I don't know if he's still fleeting or not, to be honest.
Yeah.
He might be. But he did originate Bikram, and which is now called 26-2. It's still offered in Lexington as 26-2. It's a hot room that you would teach in 105, and it's 26 poses. You do them twice. So
okay, I was wondering what the numbers meant, but really it was the origination. Was that the first time Bikram had sort of introduced or this wave of hot yoga?
That I don't know either.
Yeah.
It could be that hot yoga. I know hot yoga has become a lot more popular these days, and even I think I think people enjoy hot yoga a lot because it's just sit and sweat. But personally, that's not my favorite anymore as I've gotten older.
But did you like it at one point?
I did like it.
Yeah.
I was there for 2 years. So I did the 105. I did stay in the room, 26-2.
Miserable. Why do people like it?
I mean, I think people like it because it's they're sweating. They think it's a workout, if they're sweating.
So you're getting rid of the toxins.
Right. I think to a certain degree that the heat is
soothing.
Is not even maybe soothing, but can help you get deeper into your practice. But at a certain point, I feel like it can be dangerous because you can push too far when it's too hot, personally.
Right.
I know I have injured myself doing Bikram just by pushing myself too far.
Oh, wow. So are injuries common in yoga or more common in a hot setting?
I mean, that could be.
Yeah.
We don't injure a lot of people here.
No, of course not. No. I just mean do people often push themselves maybe too hard?
I think that I know I did, because the more I got into it, the more you get deeper. Because when you do 26-2, the idea is that you do learn to, toe stands. You do get deeper into the pose. So there is an end goal. And I think anything anybody does, they want an end goal, right? They want to get to that, what that looks like, to what that pose looks like, no matter how they get to that pose, to what it looks like, Mm-hmm. So, but that studio has been still around for a long time, 18 years. But when that came out, they had to pivot. That's all they taught. I can't imagine what that looked like at that time. Yeah. And when I decided to go through a teacher training, I honestly didn't know there was other types of yoga. That sounds crazy, probably, and ridiculous.
No, not
but
at all.
I was like, what is vinyasa? What is slow flow? Because that's all I knew. Like, that was my first experience with yoga, was Bikram.
Oh, okay.
So I've always been active. Like, I always was like active in lifting weights. I was always like, I guess you consider an athlete, in high school. Like, I did tennis, I played fast pitch softball.
Dang, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did all the things, and never a cheerleader, but couldn't make the team on that one. But
oh no.
I know.
Their loss, obviously.
Their loss, yes. Very, very more athletic than a cheerleader.
Exactly, yeah.
But so always into group fitness. I've always been into that. But yoga attracted me because I hadn't learned it yet. It was something for mentally. Honestly, mentally though, it changed who I was. Like, those 2 years, I would go 4 days a week, and that mom guilt, I finally got over that because I'm a better mother.
When you're taking care of yourself.
When I came home, like, I was more patient. I was probably more kind. I'm sure I was more kind. And it just literally can change your brain. I mean, it's neuroscience. You can change your brain by yoga because you're creating space in the mind and the K-Doc. Like, so it's a meditation. It's like almost like a meditation movement after a while, because you're doing something over and over again that you're just focused on that pose. You're focused on your body. And that is the beautiful thing about yoga, is that if you stay with it long enough, it's not like lifting weights. You're not going to just see your muscles pop after 2 weeks. You're not going to, get to that specific yoga pose or splits or anything that really you're working towards, just like being in the room, and it's part of the journey. And for me, it's about mental health.
Yeah.
Not the workout.
Yeah, that's so interesting. I mean, you've really gotten me thinking about do we think that yoga is the closest, form of meditation, of like all the ways in which to work out or to, express that through the body? I mean,
I personally think so.
Yeah.
There's no other, and again, I'm still very active other than yoga. I've done, Pilates, love reformers. I love lifting heavy, but there's running, I'm not a big runner, but I always think when I'm running, and I think in other things, with this, I can just stop.
Yeah,
that
like
full
shut
hour,
your brain off.
Yeah, and it's a total reset. So, and you can take it to your 102. Like, you can keep doing this forever. Where some things you just can't.
Yeah, and
maybe
it's so wildly beneficial, like muscle wise too, and stretching, and that I've seen some research out there that says that it's really important for older people to consider yoga too, just because it like helps with like potential falls that they have, and then being able to like bounce back in terms of balance. I mean, it really helps with balance too,
and
right?
one thing you'll hear a lot is mobility these days.
Right.
I think you hear it more than you ever have. But you do need to be mobile. You need to get up from the ground. When you get older, what if you fall? So you need to get up, and I think without using your hands too, like, you need to be able to squat properly. There's a lot of things that and it complements everything. Like, you can go lift weights, you can go do CrossFit, you can do anything, you can do tennis, you could do Pilates, but it also, you can come back and do yoga as well. It's a great complement to anything else. And people say it's stretching, and it's like only stretching, and I'm like, try it. Just try it. Because you're using resistance. You're using your whole body. I've had literally men in here that like look like they could lift a car, and they struggled to do a down dog or to get themselves to the top of the mat, because the flexibility, the muscles just shorten if you don't stretch them out. So it's going to be harder. And when people, lift weights, I did it too. It was like, I'm done. My 30 minutes or my hour is up. I'm done. I'm going to go home and eat a protein shake and be done. But like, if you don't stretch, like, those muscles are going to shorten anyway. So it's just like, I think everybody needs to do yoga. Personally.
It's so complementary to whatever else, to enhance whatever else you're already doing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Cool. So tell me about your sprawling complex here in the warehouse block.
I know.
Yeah, we talked a little bit before we came in, but I think viewers and listeners would love to hear. You had started on one side, but we're now in sort of the newer side over here. So tell us, like, the year that you came in, the process. We love having you in the warehouse block. And so,
well, thank you. I like being here. It is evolving, and I'm just excited to be here, a part of it all. It's grown so much in 8 years that I've been here. I got my teacher training, and that's what kind of started the whole thing about owning my own studio. I thought and knew that even in my YTT that I was going to own a yoga studio, and everybody thought I was full of it. They're like, no way, Kelli, you're not leaving your corporate job and 401k and you had a baby and at home. And it was like,
watch me.
Basically. That it's finding the right space. So a bunch of us girls were going to get into like sharing a space and doing privates out of it. And so I started doing that, and they decided not to. So I subleased at Breathe and the other half, and then renovated that. It was 800 square foot. And I barely had it. I mean, it was like coming home, literally. Like I would turn around and be like, hey, like I had a corner desk. Old corner desk.
So it was like all in one.
It was. I had some carpet there, and then I had wood, and like people loved it. Like I love it. We loved it.
Yeah,
it
was great.
We loved it. We loved that 800 square foot, and then we ended up growing out of it, like almost into the hallway, 25 deep after a year and a half. So I was like, Chad, I need more space.
Yeah.
Like I need more space. So we came over here to 833, which again used to be Kentucky Mudworks, this whole space, like from my space all the way, where the Willow is now, and also Ryan's
hair salon.
So I was the first person to come into that, and now I have 2 studios there, infrared, and then an industrial one that doesn't have heat, but it has the skylights and everything like that. And so I've had that since 2019, right before COVID. In October, I moved there, which was, thank God, because COVID, having 800 square foot and COVID would have shut me down, I think.
Yeah, for sure. So how did COVID affect you? Like you just moved into this space and then COVID hit. Was that trying?
Oh, gosh. I mean, like, honestly, I didn't. It sounds, maybe it's all the yoga I'd done, but I didn't realize it was coming. I didn't really realize what COVID was. I didn't know.
Well, none of us did.
The minute I know, the minute they're like, you got to shut down, it was like literally 2 days before. And I was like, what? So one of my instructors, who ended up being one of my managers for a while, were like, moved it to virtual, like now. So the next day that we weren't even open, we moved to virtual. And we did virtual the whole time. I think that saved me and my members. They didn't leave me.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So the instructors still got paid, and we all did it virtually from home, and we kept that going for months. And my father passed during COVID, and he didn't even know what COVID was, thank God, But it was a wild time in my life that,
I'm sure.
He passed in April. We shut down in March. And this was my savior. Like I could come here and work. It was an exhale when I came into the space. It's been my saving grace, my yoga studio. And so it was a really healing part. And also I did a 300-hour in COVID in 2020. So I did 200-hour YTT, and then I did another 300-hour. And that also was nice, being in a community with like 10 other women, which I know sounds crazy, but we did masks.
Yeah.
And
no, it doesn't sound
crazy.
Went
through a whole nother training in Richmond, Kentucky during that time after I lost my father. And that was a lifesaver. And that was so healing for me to be in community, be with other women, and studying yoga really helped me get through that part.
Yeah. I mean, we all had to find, at least you found very like healthy outlets during that, but it was, distraction was like so necessary. And yet the irony was that like everything you wanted to do to distract yourself, if it involved people, you couldn't. So like, it's such a crazy time.
Oh yeah. It was horrible for kids.
Yeah.
My daughter, it set her back.
Yeah.
Then you had to do virtual from home. I'm like, this is not going to work for me.
My daughter's a first grader. She's like, I don't know what a Chromebook is. And I was like, well, we're going to figure it out together.
I know. I guess that wasn't one of those mom, like, we're going to do it right now, but it's like, I had to do it, but it's hard to get a kid to sit down and, it's like, really, you should just go outside and let's just play and whatever. But it was a wild time for everybody, I know, and how everybody maneuvered through it. Yeah. Everybody had their own different outlet.
We came out on the other side.
We did. And the thing is, everybody was selling like their bolsters, their blankets, their blocks. And so I was like, oh, then that's what I was supposed to do. So I literally sold all my props through that, which is wild. Like, I don't know if everybody thought that this was the end game, like we're all done from here. But I did it too. And then I still see half blocks everywhere, and I call my COVID blocks because they're literally half a block. That's all you could get, because everybody, I think, in the world was like, I can't work out somewhere. I'm going to work out at home. Like, they sold out of workout, like weights and blocks and everything, like probably with like weeks that COVID
Wow.
hit. It was hard to get anything.
That's incredible. I didn't realize like how it would have affected like the yoga and like wellness community in that sense. Like people were like selling their stuff, but then yet buying.
People sold because they're like, well, this is COVID. So is it not safe? Right.
Yeah, sure.
So we'll sell it. But also I think people were like, I'm closing.
Yeah.
Like some studios closed, like literally just closed their door. And I was like, that never crossed my mind. Why I sold my blocks and stuff, I guess I was following suit. I have no idea. But but I was not going to close down.
Yeah,
I knew that.
Yeah.
Like that was not even an option. I thought if I could act like nothing was happening,
totally ignore it.
No one else would think there was either.
Yes.
For real.
I like that mentality. That's how I handle all my problems.
Yeah. And I'm like, if I don't make a big deal about it, my members aren't going to think like something's going on, And so I just kept things very,
I'm sure that was so good though. Like they wanted like a calm in the storm too. Like it's like if you're shutting your doors, like, within 24 hours of hearing, these announcements, like it's like your whole world is turned upside down. So like to keep that sense of normalcy, good on you.
Yeah.
Kelli Gabat.
Good on you. I mean, I was like, if I freak out, they trust me, if I freak out, they'll freak out. And I'm like, this is just not an option for me. I'm not closing down. I never thought of that. But we did virtual for a year and just got exhausted because you have to do every single class. I mean, it's physically exhausting.
I'm sure. Yeah. How many instructors did you have?
I think I had 8.
Okay.
And I let them all do virtual and paid them.
Incredible.
Yeah.
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 How many instructors do you have now?
A lot.
A lot? Do you?
Like 14.
Wow.
Yeah. Now, some of them just sub.
Okay.
But I have probably 8 that do teach. We have 26 classes a week. So.
Wow. Okay. Tell me about your classes because I'm like wildly interested.
Yeah.
I think you've converted me. I need to try one of these.
Okay,
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, we have yin and restore, which is awesome at night. It's a good time to like have it at night, like yin restore, slow flow restore, use bolsters, blocks. We got them all back now.
Great. Okay.
Yeah.
I was wondering about the status.
We are stocked up. If you see a half block, we just throw it out. Yeah. It's like bad memories. But
bad juju.
Bad juju. We also do mat Pilates. One of our instructors, Julie, does mat Pilates.
Okay, cool.
And she's actually used the outdoor this week because it's been so nice outside. So we have mat Pilates. We've got tone and flow. We use weights, a little bit of weights, resistance, sliders, and then a little bit of yoga flow to it. Slow flow, tone and flow, bar yoga blend. We have one class like that. And so just a variety. Yeah.
And so do you get a lot of like beginners along with like the more veterans in your classes? Because I would definitely be like a full-blown beginner.
Yeah. Well, I'm hosting a beginner series actually on the 21st of October. And we do one like every quarter, but it's actually been like 5 months since I've done it. And it's 4 weeks. It's Tuesday at 6:30 p.m. for 4 weeks. And so by the time that you're done that hour at 6:30, 7:30, you'll be able to take any class and have the foundational poses that you need. And so that's really popular. That gets popular to do that because people are like ready to start something and
definitely
just getting it out. But in general, do we get beginners? We do.
Yeah.
We do. Are people revisiting their practice?
Yeah.
We have a great community, of members, and hence why I expanded.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not I think you have the biggest space in the warehouse block. Like there's no doubt. I mean, it's just and it's so beautifully done and appointed, and I love like it's like so calming and very zen in here. It's everything I'd want in a yoga studio.
Okay, great.
Yeah. And you've included tell us about the protein shake bar and the nutrition. I mean, like this is incredibly delicious.
So everything takes time, and I'm the kind of person who wants things to happen like right away. And so with this space, I had to really just let things happen like they should, I guess, and in time. And so we now have Flora and Bloom, but this is their second location actually. They're in the YMCA in Hamburg as well as Feel Good Nutrition. So I actually was in their DMs and was like, "Are you interested in I have this kitchen. Are you interested in starting like a second location? Because I wanted people to virtually work here. I wanted people to, you're hungry after yoga. You're hungry after, like, you want something to, like, I wanted that for the community. I wanted them to have something healthy to have afterwards so they could sit and in community, because our community, they hang out, like they stay a while, you know? And so the space we had over there in the yoga space, it seems like a lot, but it really wasn't a lot for everybody to hang out. And so hence why I have this huge space
That's so great
for people to sit. And the treatment rooms came, like I said, it was a process of a year and a half. I thought the studio was going to be here. I was going to give up the space over there. There was some different moving parts with different small businesses that, and then it came to, well, let's do some treatment rooms. We built out these treatment rooms and do some more, like, you can say somewhat holistic, but you know, these are my favorite ways of being more healthy. So like the red light, I love that. I love the red light.
Yeah. Tell us about all the red light therapy.
We have red light therapy with PEMF mat, which is just an amethyst mat. It's like 22 pounds, but you heat it up and it takes like the negative ions out. So like your phones and your TVs, it doesn't like jolt you or anything. It almost feels like a heating pad, like a really hot heating pad, but it is the most popular because it really does work. And it's like, what is this? It's just like, you know, I'm going to go lay on it. And it's like, just try it. Like if you have any aches and pains or arthritis, like you will get off that and be like, I don't need to take a pill like for my arthritis.
Incredible.
Like it might last a day, but it absolutely does work. Red light is my favorite, like for collagen, anti-aging.
Yeah. Well, the red light masks, right? Those have become like really popular for like skincare and stuff too. Yeah. So there's a lot of good research out there. I haven't really looked into red light there, but I just know it's like definitely picked up steam.
Yeah. I started with the mask. I got it for my birthday and I've used it for over a year.
And you like it?
Oh yeah. It's changed my skin a ton. Like just with pores and anti-aging and like collagen and more firming and it's been amazing. It helps with inflammation. There's just so many things out there. And that's like it's trending, but it's like trending for the right reasons. Because it's amazing. Like it's so good for the body. So they're actually using it for like teeth whitening and gum recession. Like so, I mean, dentists are standing by
hopping on the train.
Yeah,
good deal.
So we have that, and we have a table, a massage table, which you're not going to get a massage while you're doing red light, but
could you imagine?
I know. Well, you could. We do have a massage therapist on site, which is really great.
Yeah,
and she's super busy. Her name's Sarah Gardner, and so she has her own room. But so red light with the table, it's just nice because you like flip flop. You just lay for 15, flip. The most you want to do is like 15 to 20 minutes on the front, 15, 20 minutes on the back. So it's a pretty quick process. And again, it's kind of like yoga. You just got to do it like 3 days a week or 4 days a week. And then I think after literally like 45 days, I think you'll see a huge difference in your skin. Yeah.
Incredible.
And then we've got cold plunge.
Yeah, the cold plunge.
Yes.
Yeah, which I'm sure is like, no pun intended, very polarizing for people, because I feel like people either like really love something like that, like me, like I would love a cold plunge.
Yeah.
Or like my mom would be like, never, you know, it's too cold or whatever.
Right. And we do give people, they like say never, right?
Yeah.
And so we set it for 50 and
degrees.
Okay. And I know you're like, that's a lot, but that's how we eased our people into it, like 50 degrees. And now some of them want it lower. Some people come in and request 58 and we'll turn it up. I mean, it could be a hot tub too. You could turn it all the way up and heat.
Love it.
But so you can vary the temperature. So you can turn it to whatever the client wants.
And what's the benefits of cold plunge?
It's so good. We have the contrast. So we do the sauna and the cold plunge.
Yeah, you have the sauna.
Yeah. So when I like doing the hot to the cold, again, there's research on that. You can look that up, but why that's so good going from hot to cold. But it helps with inflammation in the body. It helps for muscle recovery. It helps for energy. It helps for nervous system reset. When I literally think the best description for me is that when a massage therapist and a talk therapist get together, after 3 minutes, that's what you feel like.
Yeah.
You feel like just so level and you have this energy about you, but you're like so chill. And then you feel like, I was like, oh, my calves feel like someone just massaged them. Like I had no idea they probably were so tight because they were just released.
It like naturally loosens it. Wow.
Yeah, the muscles and stuff. So we have people that come in just for that. Yeah. And then we have the sauna by itself, which is another new addition. Yeah.
Do people ever do like sauna, cold plunge, and then back to sauna, or is it really just like one to the other?
Oh yeah, for sure
back
they
and
do
forth,
that.
back and
Yeah,
forth.
you could spend 40 minutes in each room. Everything's set for an hour.
Okay.
So it could be like 1 to 2. You could be in there for 40 minutes, and then we clean on that 20 minutes and then turn it. So yeah.
Cool. So how do I, as somebody who's interested in starting this up, like how do I just go to your website, Instagram? What's the best way for me to find more information and be able to sign up for the classes that I know that I would be good at?
Yeah. So you could go to our website for the yoga classes, and you'll see Wildfire Wellness is one of the tabs above. Okay. And then that'll show you each room, and they're all like labeled like that, like PEMF mat, red light table. It's all like infrared, and then fire and ice is your cold plunge. So you could pick which room you want. And then we have a drop-in rate for $35, or you can do unlimited for $109 a month, which is a really great price. If you're like, I want to do the yoga and this, it's $200 a month. So it's $100 for each, unlimited.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
And if you just want to try the yoga too, and you're like, I just want to try out yoga, I'm a beginner, and I just want to kind of get in there.
See how I feel about it?
Yeah. It's $59 for the first month.
Okay.
So that's our intro offer.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Man, that's wildly reasonable for all this, and to get to chat afterwards with fellow, classmates.
Yeah,
I can. That was always my problem too. Is that like the times that I would go, because I love group fitness. I think there's like such an amazing, especially like with women. It's like such a great level of camaraderie, and then it's like oftentimes like your blood's pumping, or you're having this like experience together. It's like your own individual experience, but you're still like all collectively together, and then there's nowhere to go afterwards to like continue the conversation or to get to know each other. So you've like really created such like a sanctuary and an oasis for that. Like, I mean, it's different. Like you don't see this everywhere after classes. And
and I think community has just been so important to me. It just, and people are like, oh, you've made them, and I was like, I just show up who I am. Like I just create the space. Like this is just who I am, and I'm not this. That means anything, I guess. But I mean, everybody, I would say our community is solid. We talk before class. You might introduce yourselves. I mean, we laugh. It's not like we say we take the yoga serious. We don't take ourselves so seriously. That it's fun. And our community is just so welcoming to new people even. Like I've had the same members with me for like 8 years. I have 7 years. I have teachers been with me for 8 years. Everybody's stuck around, and so the community is huge. It is the biggest part for me is community, and that is so good for mental health too. I mean, there's so many studies saying that we all need community to feel better mentally.
Yeah, or like the idea of the third space.
Yeah,
like you heard, you got your home, you got your work, but oftentimes like people don't have that third space where they're able to have that sense of community like outside of these two other entities. And I mean, this is like an incredible third space, so to speak.
And that, I mean, honestly, that's what I've focused on is building community. We do third Friday of the month. We do happy hour at Mirror Twin. We've done that for 3 years. So we've done book clubs. We do all kinds of events in here, from sound healing to tarot readings to Reiki. I mean, we do it all, and they try it all. And it's fun. Like we should. Anything that could bring community together, I'm like 100% for.
Yeah, for sure. And all under the umbrella of like really cool wellness.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
So cool. So what's next for, I mean, you've expanded. I always ask business owners that, and they're like, well, but it's like, you're really like living the what's next life anyway. That are like,
right. I
like,
know.
How much bigger can you get?
I know.
How much more can you do?
And I have, before we opened, it was, months and months of me just being in this space and like one plant at a time, just seeing how they acclimated to the space. Because you got skylights and everything. It's a beautiful, like it loves plants, and I love plants. And to me, it didn't seem that big eventually. And I know it can be like, wow, this is a whole lot, but it feels really home-like.
Yeah. No, you've made it wildly cozy.
Yeah. And it is a lot. It is a little. It is a whole block right here.
Though.
I get it. And the Montessori school, she's like, oh my, what are you doing in there? And it's like,
next
she's
door.
like, are you moving over? I'm like, no, I'm just taking it all. And I know that probably sounds crazy to some
Not
people.
at all.
Like, just take it all,
You just
Kelli.
take it all. Yeah.
Did I ever imagine that this? No, I never would imagine in 2017, like, this is where I would be in 2025, you know? But this is like my third renovation in 8 years. So, because I renovated, that's the yoga space, my sublease, and then now this. So this is it. Though.
Yeah,
like,
this is
we're
it.
growing
You're
it
good
out.
for now.
Like, this is it. This is it. There is nothing really left. With the smoothies, coming back to her,
golly, I love
it. Yeah, banana nut is probably my favorite.
That's what I have, and it's incredible. That was a really good recommendation. But I was also thinking about, the Twix and the pina colada. The Buckeye got definitely recommended by someone else, and then a cookie dough moment. So I have a list of.
Well, then you got to come back.
Yeah, I will. Trust me. Yeah, you're gonna.
Some of our people have their favorites here for sure, and it's like, but they've been here a little. It feels like more than a month, but just like a little over a month now, and so it did take a little bit to find the right people, but it was the best.
Decision
the best
ever.
addition.
But also smoothie bowls and different types of like energy teas, dirty teas.
Teas.
Yeah, what is a dirty tea?
It adds protein. She probably explained it more to me, but it adds protein to the top basically. So I think you get some collagen in there too.
Oh, great.
I know. Who doesn't need some collagen in their life?
Always. It's like my favorite word.
It's like, give me the protein shake with everything. You know? Can I get all the vitamins in there too?
Totally. You know what's wild about our culture too is the way that collagen and skincare has now hit some of the youngest girls. I mean, my daughter's 11 and she's like, I need a collagen mask.
Yep.
I need a face roller. And I was like, your skin will never be better than it is right now. Like, you have more collagen. Like, I'd kill for the amount.
No
that you
kidding.
have.
I have a 13-year-old. So
like, what is that?
They're like, I need my skincare routine.
Yeah, I know. I'm like,
no,
you don't.
I'm hiding my good stuff.
Yeah,
you know, because I'm like, that is for 40 and up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, like, you can't have that.
Yeah, she wants like the under eye corrector, and I'm like, you don't have anything under your eyes. You know? Like,
she's up with all the TikTok things and like, Mom, you need to get this. One day she had Vaseline on her face. I was like, I would not do that. She's like, no, it's so good for your face. And I'm like,
I've looked into it. Yeah, slugging or whatever it's called.
Slugging.
Yeah.
Like, what?
What's going on? Or like, I opened up the freezer the other day to like make my kids something, and there's her like little face roller and like all these, because she like has figured out that it's supposed to be in the freezer so it's cold compress. I'm like, you're 11.
Like, I don't know how I got through, without all this product, because I know my mom didn't buy any of that stuff, or I didn't get any of that stuff.
I don't even think I used lotion or any kind of
I don't
moisturizer.
think so either.
It's like maybe college,
I did tanning booth at 15.
Oh, heck yes.
For prom.
Same.
So
I definitely had
I'm still fighting that off. But
That's why we need all the skincare now. Because we do. We were all like, tanning
have
beds.
They gotten worse?
Yes.
Is that why I haven't been as affected, by these tanning booths? But now the tanning places are doing red light in there too now.
Oh, interesting. Way to full circle that.
Well, I mean, they're probably figuring out that that's probably like, not the best way to go.
Definitely.
With a lot of,
and moving towards more of like a spray tan thing too. Yeah. That is, it's pretty rough on your skin.
Yeah.
It's too bad that it's really effective and you look great and it makes your skin really soft though too. Like it's addicting.
It is.
There was a couple summers in college where I was like, I think I'm addicted. And as a redhead, like it was the only way I could get a tan.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
yes.
I don't know.
It's so funny, but so true, right? How
definitely.
Things have, when I was
changed
15.
over time. Yeah. For sure. Well, this has been so much fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So fun.
Anything else to tell us about Wildfire before we sign off?
Gosh.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
Did we cover it all? We really did.
We covered a lot. And if you haven't, we got our new sign up out there, which is also very large. And you should be able to see it from the street.
Absolutely.
But with the wellness space, we've been taking people through tours, which is great. Like, come see the space. Like, just get a little tour and see what you think.
Can anybody just like drop in anytime?
Sure.
Yeah. Cool.
Well, they could come and take a tour, and if we have that, if they're like, hey, can I get in the infrared right now? Like, usually we can make it work right now, but as we start to get busier, I don't know how that's going to develop, but drop in at least to see the space and see what we can do.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Do you find that you're busier? Because to me, that sounds so wildly comforting and cozying, especially in like the winter months or the colder months. Mm-hmm. Do you find people are more like, is it more popular? I mean, you already have like a very set, level of community that, patronizes this like year round. But like, I could see people being like, I want to do a sauna in the winter.
I will say the sauna's already started picking up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're like,
and it's
fall.
only 70 degrees right now.
I know.
Yeah.
They're like, it's fall. Gotta sweat this out.
Yeah.
But I think that we always get busier in every aspect as the winter months come up.
That's so interesting. Yeah. Because
like
usually,
October, November, December are some of our busiest months.
That's so interesting. Because usually
For
that's
yoga
a
even.
drop off. For yoga too. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think? Because it's colder and people just want to be inside doing that more?
Yeah. They just want to probably get out of the house and go somewhere that, hot yoga or, where they could sweat and,
Totally.
But we call it warm yoga, but it can get up to 90 degrees. So that some people are like, that's hot, when you're in your 40s, you're like, that's hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I mean, I would say our community doesn't like 105. They don't like hot yoga.
Overwhelmingly?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Our demographic is a little different.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
They prefer, they'll take 80, but that's about, if they start sweating, they're like, ooh.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like in all my pores.
I'm like, oh my gosh. Yeah. Turn that heat down.
Yeah. Turn it down a little bit.
So
yeah.
it's just like,
well, that's cool that you fluctuate it based on like preference for.
We try to keep it consistent because consistency is best. It's like if it says it's going to be 86 in here, it should be 86 in here.
Yeah.
But we do know our people.
You don't want them to like
we know our
suffer.
people. They're not going anywhere. But it's like, okay, well, might smidge open the door for you, or just go by more that doesn't have the infrared right underneath your face.
Totally.
Just go to the back a little bit.
Yeah. Scooch off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do our best.
You do. Yeah. Sounds like it. Well, thanks so much for having me.
Thanks for having me. So good.
You're fun.
Yeah. Well, it's just me. Yeah. It's good.
I really like what you're doing here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much, Erica.
Cool.
You'll have to come and
I want to. I want to do
all of it.
I want to do the beginner thing.
Do it.
Yeah,
yes.
I will.
Oh, please do.
Okay,
I would love to have you in class.
Sounds great.
Yeah.
All right. Deal. You heard it here first.
Yes.
So, there's a record now.
Well, you're in good hands. I'll be your teacher.
Okay, great.
I'm your teacher.
That's what I meant to ask you at the very beginning, which is how many do you actually lead? Like how many classes? A lot?
No.
Just the beginners?
I have 3 set classes.
Cool.
But I teach privates and I do teacher trainings, which we're in the midst of now. It's a 6-month teacher training. So we actually have teacher training this weekend. So I teach teachers how to teach. So we have a 200-hour, teacher training, which is, again, this weekend. So I'm busy with that. I'm busy with events, planning. I do a lot of the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
I'm very small business.
Yeah. You're wearing a lot of hats.
I wear a lot of hats. And then when it's time to be a teacher, I wear that teacher hat. But I have so many instructors now. And to be honest, I didn't want to be, I have a daughter that's 13. I don't want to be the last person that has to pick up the class if there's a sub. Like, I never have to sub.
Yeah, good.
Like, no.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. And I teach the morning and I don't teach the night. I've done that. I've already done all that.
Right.
I've worked my shifts.
You put in your dues.
Yeah. I've worked night shifts, So we have some younger instructors that work the nights,
For sure, as they should.
Yes.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes.
That's great. Okay.
So.
Well, you got it all figured out, Kelly?
I don't know how to figure it out, but I'm just doing it.
Yeah.
I'm doing it.
Sounds
good. Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Great.